Good afternoon, Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep. Okay, we will continue our beginner series for BBA entrance exam, various BBA entrance exams, right? That include all the entrance exams of BBA, the BBA, that means IPMAT also, CUET also, Christ, even NPAT, right? All. Okay, so we were doing arithmetic, so this will be the fourth session on arithmetic, right? So कुछ और अच्छे questions करेंगे arithmetic के. Yes, जल्दी से अपने friends को भी share कर दो कि session start हो गया है, right? We will do some good questions. Okay, straightway questions पे आएंगे हम. Yes, good afternoon everyone. Okay, so let's start with directly the first question. First question of today's, right? That is on average. Okay, rather it is on percentages, simple percentages. Yes, Siddesh. Good afternoon. Okay, try this first question. This is a simple question on percentages. Okay, so level of today's questions, I would say that it would be your IPMAT Rohtak types, not IPMAT Indore. Okay, Indore, easy and average level of IPMAT Indore you can say, but otherwise IPMAT Indore asks something slightly higher level also. This is of IPMAT Rohtak level or CUET level you can say. Okay. So जल्दी से आंसर करने की कोशिश करो. So out of the 3 competitive exams, each with a total of 200 marks, Abhishek secured average marks of 35% and 45% in the first and second, to have an overall average of 55%. How much percent marks Abhishek need to score in the third exam? देखो, if the total is same, अगर total सबका same है तो आपको ये चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है कि वो total 200 था या 100 था, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, right? Even if you consider 100, it's okay, because if you are securing 35% in the first, 45 in the second, so total you have already scored, right? 35 and 45, that is 80. You have already scored. I'm writing this as 35 plus 45, right? So you have already scored 80 in the first 2 exams, right? Total you need to score 55%. That means out of 300, I'm taking 100, right? Percent, I'm not converting to 200, right? So that means total 55 into 3, 165 total you need to score. 80 you have already scored. That means you can score 85 in the last, right? If you score 85 in the last exam, right, your total will become 165 out of 300, right? You can convert it to out of 200. That doesn't matter because it is given in percentages, right? So out of 100, because the total is same for all, right? सबके लिए total same था ना. अगर आप 200 में से भी स्कोर करेंगे तो 200 में 35% will become 70, 200 में 45% will become 90, and the total of the first 2 exam will become 160, and 55% of 600, that means total 55% will become, right, 55% will become 330. 160 you have already scored, 330, so you need 170 more, and 170 out of 200 is 85%, right? So out of 200, whether you are taking out of 200 or out of 100, that doesn't matter, okay, because the total is same for all. Are you getting it? ओके, कोई डाउट होगा तो पूछेंगे, अदरवाइज लाइक करेंगे सेशन को और शेयर कर देंगे अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ. ओके, सो लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. दिस वाज एन इजी क्वेश्चन, राइट? ई ऑप्शन इज द करेक्ट आंसर. लेट्स मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन. ओके, Next one is good. Next one. Now this is a question on partnership, right? The rule of partnership is money into time, right? Capital money invested into the number of months or number of years, whatever time, money into time will be giving you the ratio of profit or loss. Okay, so quickly you answer this. This is very easy question again. There are only two persons, A and B. Okay, so A invested 8,000, B invested 9,000. But this is for the 4 months, right? For first 4 months, money into time is this. After that, okay, after that, A withdrew 400. So A is now 7,600 remaining. And B added 400. So B is now 9,400 for the later part of the, right? What is the share of B from this? Okay, here actually it is not given, right? So there is something missing in the question, but he is talking about the annual, right? Write here word annual profit. Otherwise question cannot be solved. Now after 4 months, because he is talking about 1 year, then only you can solve it. Otherwise it will not be possible possible for us to solve. Okay. So the remaining 8 months, this is the investment. So the total money into time, okay, money into time. But for that, because I need to take a ratio, you can cancel certain things, right? How I can cancel? See, I can cancel for 100. Okay, let's say 100 taking common and cancel. Okay, now 4 into 2, 4 into 2. Okay, so this will become, you can cancel with 2 also now, but let's say 80 plus 152, this will become 232. 76 into 2 is 152 plus 80. Now 90 plus 188. So this will become how much? 278. Okay, just see. So this should be the ratio. If I cancel with 2, then this will become 116. This will become 139. So I think this is the ratio. He is talking about the share of B, right? Share of B is 139 out of a total of 116 plus 139 will become 255. So out of a total of 10200, right, I want the share of B. Okay, a little bit of calculation. So what is the calculation here? 17, if it can be cancelled with 17, yes, 17 into 1, 17 into 5, 17 into 6, so 15 into 4. So 139 into 40 is 139, 278, 500, 556, I think. Okay, just see. Right, this should be the share of B. Right, I will explain it again. Don't worry about this. Right, it is very simple question. But the thing is, right, for first 4 months, the investment was something else. And next 8 months, the investment changed. Right, so money into time. Otherwise, if the investment is throughout same for entire period, you can directly write money into time for once and you can get the ratio. But here money into time for first 4 months 8,000 into 4 and then for the next 8 months 7,600 into 8 because he withdrew 400 rupees. तो 400 रुपए निकाल लिए तो बाकी को into 8 करेंगे, right? और money into time को add करेंगे, money into time add कर देंगे उसका, right? अगर different money है different time के लिए, so money into time उसका बाकी का जहां change हुआ वहां पे भी money into time करके उसको add कर देंगे, right? That will give you the ratio of the profit. Now ratio of profit I got 116 is to 139. That means B will be getting 139 out of the total of 116 plus 139, that is 255. So B should get 139 out of 255. Now out of 10,200, right? So out of the total I am calculating. So total I am getting 5560, right? Okay, right? You can just check the calculation. How I am doing 139 into 4 is 139 double is 278, double of 278 is 556. So that means 5560 should be the answer. Okay, right? If you get any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, okay, C option is the correct answer. Right? This question was not at all difficult. It was just a little lengthy. Okay, you are doing certain calculation, right? Okay, not lengthy also. It's okay kind of question. Right? Let's say come to the next one, right? Which I think a question based on profit or loss. Right? But two things given. Bag A contains 20 kg of sugar and bag B contains 35 kg of sugar, and both were bought by a man for rupees 25 per kg and 16 per kg respectively. Okay, so prices given. He mixes the quantity of sugar from both the bags and then sold them at rupees 24 per kg. Find the profit or loss. Okay, this seems very simple because I can calculate the in total price, because at 25 rupees per kg he bought 20 kg of sugar. That means that first 20 kg he bought at a rate of 25 per kg. That means this was the cost, right? For the next 35 kg he bought at 16 per kg, right? So this is the total cost, and the total quantity he got is 20 plus 35, 55. 20 plus 35, that is 55. Okay. So you can solve it completely, or you can just cancel with certain thing also. 5 you can cancel. Otherwise, 25 into 20 is 500. 16 into 35, that will become 16, 580, 480 and 80, 560. Okay, so I think total will become 1060. Okay, just check it. 35 into 6, which is 210. 35 and 21, 56 plus 500. Yes, it is 1060. So total price is 55. Okay, I can cancel with 5 at least. So this will become 212. Right, so 212 by 11 is my cost. Right, this is my average cost per kg, and I'm selling at 24 per kg. Right, so when I write SP by CP ratio, SP is 24, CP is 212 by 11. Now by 11 I am writing above. Okay, so this will become 4, I can cancel. 4 into 6, 4 into 5, 20, 4 into 3. So this will become 66 by 53. So I am getting a profit of 13 on 53. Because if my cost is 53, my selling becomes 66. Right? So that means I am getting a profit of 13 on 53. Right? So if I want to calculate it as a percentage, right, as a percentage, so I will solve it. 1300 divided by 53. 1300 divided by 53, 53 into 2, 106, 240, right? So it will be 24 point something. So A option should be the correct answer, right? Okay, you can solve it, you can divide it. 53, table of 53 is easy. Okay, otherwise 24 point, I don't think so any other answer, except for if you want to check for none of these also, then you can go for further calculation, right, further division, and you will get 24.53% as your answer. Right, so I calculated the average cost, which is the total money divided by total quantity, right? Total money paid divided by total quantity he got. So that is my average cost per kg. And if I know the average cost, yes, if I know the average cost, now I have selling price also. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Oh, yes. Okay, let's move to the next question. I think I was sorry, I was not visible. Okay, now I have made myself visible. Okay, I think I pressed some key. Okay, which made me invisible. Okay, let's see. Now the next question is, if a shopkeeper purchased. Okay, let's move to the next question. If a shopkeeper purchased 12 pencils for 1 rupee and sold 8 pencils for rupee 1, then what is his profit percentage? This is a simple question, right? Very, very simple question. Yes, quickly answer this. A shopkeeper purchased 12 pencils for rupee 1 and sold 8 pencils for rupee 1. Then what is the profit percentage? Right? Okay, for calculating profit percentage, as in the previous question I was doing, right? Same thing you can do, that you write SP by CP of 1. So SP of 1 is you are selling 8 pencils for 1 rupee. That means the selling price is 1 by 8. And you are buying 12 pencils for rupee 1. So your cost price is 1 rupee. Okay, 12 pencils. So this becomes 12 by 8, which is 3 by 2. So you are getting one profit on a cost of 2, which is 50%. So very super easy, right? Very, very easy question, right? You bought at 12 for 1. That means 1 rupee, 12 pencils. So 1 by 12 is the price. And SP is 1 rupee, 8 pencils. That means 1 by 8 is the price. So 12 by 8 is SP by CP, that is 3 by 2. So that means if you have bought it at 2, you are selling at 3. That means you are getting a profit of 1 on 2, cost of 2. So 50% is your profit. Right? Okay, so let's move to the next one. So A option is the correct answer. This was easy. This was super easy actually. Okay, let's move to the next question. And now this is a question on time and work. A question on time and work. A can complete a work in 8 days, while A plus B can complete the same work in 3 days. If B work half of his efficiency, then in how many days work will be completed if A plus B work together? Okay, you can calculate by simple your method, like A can complete it in 8 days and A plus B can do this in 3 days, right? If I take the LCM, 24 units. So let's assume the total work to be 24 units. Let's say पूरा काम जो total काम है वो 24 यूनिट है और A 8 days में करता है और A plus B together they can do it in 3 days, right? तो इसका मतलब per day work क्या होगा, right? Efficiency जिसे बोलते हैं per day work. So A can do 24 units in 8 days, per day work हो गया 3 units. A plus B can do 24 unit in 3 days, that means per day work कितना हो गया 8 unit. Okay. Now अगर A, understand this, that if A was doing 3 unit, so A was doing 3 unit, so A plus B together are doing 8 unit, so B must be doing 5 unit. So B's per day work must be 5 unit, right? तभी तो A plus B together they will have 8 unit. Now he is saying if B work half of his efficiency, अब B 5 ना करता, अब नेक्स्ट केस में न्यू वाला B 5/2 करता, राइट? 2.5 यूनिट काम करता. ओके, देन A plus B, now A plus it becomes A plus B1, new B. So A is doing 3 unit, B is doing 5/2, that is 2.5. So total work will become 5.5. 5.5 because B is doing 2.5, A is doing 3, so total become 5.5. Okay, you can say 11/2 in fraction if you want to write. Now together total work is same 24 unit. So total work is same 24 unit and they are doing 11/2 unit. So 2 I will take it here. So it will become 48/11 or 11 into 4, 4/11. So 4/11 days is the correct answer. This is actually 4/11. These fractions were written here are 4/11. This is 5/2/5. This is 4/2/5. And this is 7.25. Okay. So the answer is 4/11 days. Right? Which is 48/11 days actually. Okay. Here there is something, right? One more method is there, right? One more rule if you know, one more end result if you know, right? You can do it fast. Rather, it is also okay. Right? This method what I have written is okay, right? Otherwise, there is one formula, right, which says if A plus B can do a work in X days, and A alone can do that work in X plus A days, and B alone can do that in X plus B days, then your X will be equal to root AB, geometric mean of AB, right? If you know this rule, right, and now see the statement that A plus B can do that in 3 days. So X you already know that this is 3 days. And A can complete in 8 days. 8 days means it will become 3 plus 5 days. So the value of small a is 5. So A is 3. A is 5. So B I can calculate. Right? So this will become that if I square it, 9 equal to 5B or B equal to 9/5. Right? That means B will take X plus B days. That means 9/5 or 3 plus 9/5, which is 15 and 9, 24/5 days. Right? Idea is I am just telling you this formula, right? Not doing this question, but doing this part, that you should know this, that X equal to root AB. This geometric mean formula you should know. राइट आपको पता होना चाहिए कि A प्लस बी अगर X डेज में करते हैं और A अगर उस जितना वो दोनों मिलके जितने दिन में करते थे उससे एक्स्ट्रा A डेज लेता है तो B एक्स्ट्रा B डेज लेता है तो द रिलेशन इज X इक्वल टू रूट AB. X should be geometric mean of A and B. Okay. Okay, so let's move to the next one. right? Yes, A was the correct answer. We calculated this. अगले क्वेश्चन पे आ जाओ. पाइप्स का क्वेश्चन सिंपल टाइम एंड वर्क ही होता है. पाइप्स एंड सिस्टम वाला भी, राइट? पाइप एंड टैग वाले क्वेश्चन सेम होते हैं टाइम एंड वर्क की तरह ही. नाउ यू विल डू दिस. पाइप A can fill a tank in 4 hours and B can drain that in 15 hours. तो B क्या है? आउटलेट पाइप. A क्या है? इनलेट. Okay, so that means A is filling it in 4 hours and B is, I am putting a negative sign because it is drain pipe, right? It is taking 15 hours. So again I will take the LCM to be the total work. 15 and 4, let's say 60 unit is the tank. Okay, total tank, total work to be done. So A is doing 4 hours, 60 unit, that means 15 unit per hour, and B is draining 4 unit per hour. Okay, now pipe A is opened for 1 hour and for the next 3 hours pipe B was opened. Okay, then find the time in which the tank got filled. Okay, what does that mean? Pipe A is open for 1 hour and for the next 3 hours pipe B was opened. Okay, let's see, right, what he want to say. Pipe A is opened for 1 hour, that means it will fill 15 units, and then next 3 hours B was opened. Okay, so minus 3, 4 into 3, 12, so it will be 3 units which is filled, right? 3 units already filled. Now then find the time in which the tank got filled. Okay, I think there is some error in the statement. Okay, some error in the statement. I am just checking the statement. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. So let's skip to the next question. Okay, this question seems wrong because here there is something else. Okay, some typing error I have made, right, while creating the PPT. Okay, let's just, this is a wrong question, just skip this. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, there is some error with the question. Okay, because it is, I think I have missed one line where something, because pipe A was open for 1 hour. Okay, pipe B was open for the next 3 hours. Okay, but after that what is happening? I missed that. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Okay, next one. So it is a question on ratio. Now the question is on ratio. Salary of A and S are in the ratio 4:7. If salary of A is increased by 2000 and salary of S increased by 3000, the ratio of the salary of A and S becomes 7:12. So I think this should be very easy, right? He is simply saying that A salary is, let's say, 4x. A salary is 4x, so S salary, Suman salary is 7x, because they are in the ratio 4:7. Now if you increase this salary by 2000 and this salary by 3000, right, you are getting 7/12, right? So you want to calculate 4x. So here it will become 12, 4, 48, 7, 7, 49. That means it will become x, and this is 24, 21, so 3000. So x is 3000, so 4x is equal to 3 into 4, 12,000. So B option should be the correct answer, right? Because 4x was the initial salary of Aman, right? So this was a very simple question now. Super easy question on ratio. Right? Okay. The other way of doing such questions, I will tell you one very easy way to eliminate. But there is actually none of these, so you should solve actually. Otherwise, you can eliminate the options. That means the answer given is the initial salary of Aman. Right? In the answer, it is initial salary of Aman. Right? It must be a multiple of 4. Okay, yes, it is. Right? All are multiple of 100. So 100 is a multiple of 4. So that means it is a multiple. All options are multiple of 4. So there is no issue. Right? But when you increase it by 2000, it must become a multiple of 7. So that means 10 plus 2, 12,000 is not a multiple of 7, rejected. 12 plus 7, 12, so 12 plus 2, 14 is a multiple of 7. Yes, possible. 15 plus 2, 17 is not a multiple of 7, rejected. 18 plus 2, 20 is not a multiple of 7, rejected. So that means all other options can be rejected. Only 12 plus 2, 14,000, right, will become a multiple of 7, because after the increase, it should become 7:12. So it should become multiple of 7. So you can just check which option will become multiple of that, right? Ratios, mostly you can answer like that. Right, in most of the ratio questions, right, you can check it like that. Eliminate the option at least. Okay, so B is the correct answer. Next one, a shopkeeper buys an article at a discount of 25% on its mark price and marks it at 50% above the mark price. Okay, so that means he is further increasing it 50% above the mark. If he allows 20% discount, okay, just see. So there was any mark price, initial mark price was there, right? Initial mark price any was there. He got a discount of 25%. Okay. If he allows 20% discount on the new, then his profit percentages. Right? Do you think that it would matter that he is buying at some discount or something? Right? Okay, just see that he is buying an article at a discount of 25%, right, on the mark price. So let's say the mark price was 100. Initial mark price was 100. But he bought, his cost is 75 because he bought it at discount of 25%. Right? His cost is 75. Then he marks 50% above the mark price. So here he increased the mark price by 50. So it becomes 150. Now he allows a discount of 20%. 20% discount means 150, 20% is 30. So 30 rupees less. So he's selling at 120. So buying at 75, selling at 120, that means he is getting a profit of 45 on 75. So profit percentage is 3 on 5. So 3 on 5 is 60%. So the profit percentage should be 60%. You know 1 by 5 is 20%. 2 by 5 is 40%. So 3 by 5 is 60%. Right? 3 by 5 is 60%. Okay. So if you know the nomenclature, if you know what mark price is, what discount is, what profit loss is, right, what cost price, selling price is, okay, then you can easily do this question. Okay, let's move to the next one. C option is the correct answer. Next one, there is 450 liters pure milk in a container. 1/5 of milk is replaced by water in the container. Again 1/5 of mixture is extracted and equal amount of water is added. Okay, this is a question on replacement. What is the ratio of milk to water in the new mixture? Okay, I will tell you one simple thing also, right? One shortcut also, right? If he is replacing, that means whatever is the total quantity, right? He is replacing some amount, okay, removing some amount and replacing it with some other thing, right? The same quantity again maintained, right? Like 1/5 he is removing and replacing it by water, that means the total become the same again. If it is happening, right, how to answer the question, right? If he is asking the ratio of milk and water like this, ratio he is asking, right? Just listen to me now carefully. He was doing 1/5, removing 1/5, two times he was doing, right? So actually when you remove 1/5, the remaining will be 4/5. Okay, you can get it like this. But if it is removing 1/5, if you want to directly answer, right, he is doing it twice, two times. So square it, power number of times. So it becomes 1/25. So whatever is this, the total 25, right? Your total of the ratio must be this value or a factor of this if something get cancelled out, but generally it will not cancel out, right? It will be the total. So here 16 plus 11 is 27, not a factor of 25. So cancel 3 plus 1, 4, no. 5, 3, 8, no. 14, 9, 23, no. 16 and 9, 25, yes, is the correct answer because the total should be 25, right? Okay, you can answer directly like that. Okay, 1/5 twice, so 1/5 square, right, 2 times. If it be 3 times, so 1/5 cube, so it will become 1/125. So total of the ratio should be 125. Okay, actually the reason is, okay, this you can answer and definitely it is the correct answer, right, because no other answer is possible. Now otherwise what is happening is when you remove 1/5, right, the remaining milk is 4/5. So whatever was the initial quantity, your 4/5 is the milk. Again you are removing 1/5, remaining will be 4/5. So your milk will be 16 out of 25 of the total. That means if 16 is the milk, the remaining out of 25 would be 9. That would be water. So this should be the ratio, required ratio, 16:9. That is 16 will be the milk and the remaining 9 would be the water. 16 out of 25 is the milk. Okay, so that means 16 and the total should be, milk should be 16, the total should be 20. Okay, so yes, E option is the correct answer. Let's move to the next one. Amit makes a profit of 20% on selling a cycle if selling price of cycle is equal to twice the discount offered on mark price. Again, if you know the concept, you can simply think of that cost price of the cycle is 100. He is getting a profit of 20%. That means selling price must be 120, right? And the selling price of cycle is equal to twice of the discount. So that means if this is double of the discount, so discount must be 60. If discount is 60, that means mark price must be 180 because discount given is 60. So then mark price is what percent more than the cost price? It is what percent more than the cost price? 80%. If 100 is the cost, 180 is the mark price, it is 80% more because I have taken cost as 100 only. So percentage no need to calculate, it is just 80 above, so 80% above because it is out of 100 only, right? I have taken the cost to be 100 only, right? Again, very simple question. If you know the concept of profit loss discount, that is cost price, selling price, mark price, discount, profit loss, everything, the nomenclature you should know, right? You should be very clear with that. You can answer quickly, right? Okay, so let's move to next one. D option is the correct answer. Now, Kamlesh purchased 30 articles. Okay, Kamlesh purchased 30 articles. He sells n number of articles at a profit of 15% and the remaining at a loss of 15%. Okay, this is a simple question on allegation. Again, a super easy question, right? I would rate it super easy. Why? Because if you know allegation, you are getting 15% profit on something, you are getting 15% loss on something. Overall, you have 5% gain. Overall, 5% gain. So just cross multiply 15 minus 5, 10, cross difference. Minus 15 minus 5 is 20. So the ratio should be 2:1. 2:1. If the total is 30, so it should be 20 and 10, 30. Right? So he's saying what is the value of n? He sells n at a profit. So n is this. So that means this should be 20. Right? 20 at a profit of 15% and 10 at a loss of 15%. Then he will get overall 5% gain. Right? Cross difference you need to take, and that will give you the ratio of the cost. That means ratio of the number of articles at profit or loss. So 20 should be the correct answer. C option is the correct answer. Okay, this was very easy. The basic question on mixture and alligation or concept of alligation. Okay, yes, C is the correct answer. So let's move to the next one. Okay, a question on time and work, but this time there are two things, machine and men. So if work units are more than one, right? Okay, one way is you can take efficiency ratio, right? Efficiency ratio you can take. That is okay. Let's say machines are X, men are Y. So that means 8 machine and 15 men are doing the work in 20 days. The same work with 6 machine and 18 men are doing in 25 days. So here you will get the ratio of men and machine. That is, okay, just see. Here it is 4 into 8, 32, 6 into 5, 30, 32 minus 30, 2x, okay, 15 into 4, 60, 18 into 5, 90, 90 minus 60, 30y, alright, just see. So x equal to 15y or x by y is 15 by 1. Right, now you can take that x to be 15. That means work done per unit, efficiency of machine per unit of time per day to be 15, and efficiency of men you can take 1 unit. Okay, so 15 in 1 you need to take. So that means now the total work given was that 8 machine. Okay, it was given in the first statement, 8 machine and 15 men can do the total work in 20 days. So this was the total work, right? Now this is to be done by 12 machine, right? It is given in the question, and 12 men. Okay, which you can write 8 into 15. Okay, this is 120 and 135. So 135 into 20 divided by, this is 12 into 16. 12 common into 16. Okay, write it like this only. So 4 into 4, 4 into 5, 3 into 4, 3 into 45. So this becomes 225 by 16, which is 16 into 1, 16, 6, 5, 16 into 4, 1 by 16. So A option should be the correct answer. Right? A option should be the correct answer. So in this method what I have done, I have taken the efficiency ratio of machine and men. I have taken first the efficiency ratio because there are two statements given. First statement, 8 machine, 15 men can do it in 20 days. Second statement, 6 machine and 18 men can do it in 25 days. Equating these two, you can get the efficiency ratio of machine and men. And now put that back into the first statement, right? With that ratio, I am taking that ratio as per day work done. That is efficiency. Okay, machine I am taking 15, men I am taking 1 because 15 is to 1 is a ratio. Right? Now that total work divided by a per day work of 12 machine and 12 men, because I want that how many days 12 machine and 12 men will take to finish the work. Right? Okay. So yes, A option is the correct answer. And this was the last question of the day. Okay, so see you in the next session. Bye bye. Namaste. Jai Hind. Thank you.